Patuloy na economic growth ng Clark Freeport Zone, ating tatalakayin kasama si Atty. Agnes Devanadera, ang President at CEO ng Clark Development Corporation. Atty. Devanadera, magandang tanghali po at welcome sa Bagong Pilipinas ngayon.
Nako, good morning to everybody. And of course, si Edu. Many pounds ago, backpacker ko yan. And Nina, of course, is somebody I also know. So, and I'm so happy to be here. It's like being home.
Thank you for being here.
Welcome,
Ma'am,
ma'am,
no,
sa aming show.
we're so proud of you. You're the first CEO and President na babae po ng
Yes.
Clark
Yes,
Development.
yes.
So, it's about time po, no, attorney?
Baka marinig ni Edu.
Na babae naman ang Presidente and CEO dyan.
Well-deserved talaga
Yes.
si Ma'am Agnes. Ma'am, kamusta po ang ating overall recovery ng mga kumpanya natin mula sa nagdaang pandemya dyan po sa ating Clark Freeport Zone?
Well, contrary to our expectations, we thought that we wouldn't be able to gather more investments. And I'm happy to say that as of June 30, we already hit the $5.5 billion. So January to June 30, we hit that. So napakaganda. It's so encouraging because of the confidence that our locators or foreigners have in the Philippines and under the leadership of President Marcos. It's so good.
Attorney, sa tingin niyo po ba pagdating sa investment growth ay may kinalaman sa strategic location ng Clark? Ano po ang advantage ng geographical position ng Clark? And syempre may international airport po dyan.
Well, that's another thing. Clark is strategically located because all roads lead to Clark. Whether by air, we have an international airport. Whether by road, we have Skyway, NLEX, SCTEX, and the new one, the one cutting across Central Luzon. And of course, we have the train in 2 years' time.
Wow.
So all roads lead to Clark.
Mag-invest na tayo, Yusek
Oo.
Edo.
Yeah, so best
Sa
time to
tabi,
invest
sa tabi
talaga,
dyan or
no?
dyan mismo sa Clark?
Diyan mismo sa Clark because the nearest city in Southeast Asia is only an hour and 45 minutes.
Which
Or
one?
and a half. Taipei.
Taipei, yes.
Malapit na
okay.
malapit. And the farthest is just about 4 hours sa China naman.
Okay.
Mainland.
yes.
Oo.
Ma'am, pagdating naman sa policies natin, ano po yung efforts na in-implement nyo sa CDC naman sa pagpapatupad ng mga policies at grievance issues po natin sa CDC?
Well, alam naman natin, galing tayo sa pandemya, so there were some locators or investors who had to close.
Yes.
Kasama yon, no? Pero with that, we try to humanize our policies. And the other one is we walked extra mile to assist our locators, whether it's in marketing, whether it's in promoting, and yung manpower nila. Because they need the right kind of skills for the manpower that they recruit. So we have that assistance also being given to them. And in terms of policies, we are very active in our advocacies. Even before Congress, we attend. They had, of course, our investors had problems with the Create Law, IRR. So we went to Congress, and the president, no less, President Marcos, really is working very hard on that. So we have new proposals, which we call Create More.
Create
That's the
more.
bill now, sponsored by Congressman Salceda. And of course, we had Deputy Speaker Jim A., who's also from Pampanga, and he is at the forefront also of these advocacies.
I like that you use the word create, aside from build.
Yes.
Create is
Well,
more innovative, I think, no?
Yeah, and create is really supposed to create
Yes.
new environment, a more pleasant environment, investor-friendly environment, and that's the very purpose of the Create More Law.
Yes. Okay, so sa paanong paraan naman po sinusuportahan ng Clark Development Corporation ang mga stakeholders, ma'am? Lalo na po pagdating sa utilities at infrastructures.
We have adopted harmonization of plans of our public utilities, meaning water and power. Kasi there are times when the investor is there already building the infrastructure or the buildings and the facilities, and here comes, wala pa lang substation. So as early as planning stage, we make it a point that it is harmonized. If there will be development there, then we also ask our power utility and the water utility to adjust their plans. So, nandun na yun by the time that our locators construct. So that's the thing that we do now.
Ma'am Agnes, we all know how this administration is very big on collaboration and whole of government approach. Kayo po ba sa CDC, nagpo-provide po ba kayo ma'am ng skills trainings at ano po mga ahensya yung partners po natin dyan?
Naku, napakaganda naman ng tanong mo. Because that's our battle cry. It's an entire government approach. Otherwise, we will be having a lot of gaps. So for example, the investors, they would like some very highly skilled workers.
Specific.
So how do we do that? It's got to be locator-driven or investor-driven. They identify the skills and test the indole. Come in and provide the training. Walang na alam ito ni Yusek Edu kasi palagi ang collaboration sa DSWD,
tama po.
di ba? And TESDA has even funds to provide allowance for those being trained. So, what is the benefit for the investors? They save on the cost of training. And that's an all-government approach. And then we have the business centers. So, puro ganyan. We also have a lot of fora to improve and enhance the employee-employer relationship. And that's regular. Again, all-government approach because DOLE is at the forefront of all this fora.
That's great, no? Talagang nararamdaman natin yung sinasabi yung whole of government approach. Iba talaga kapag nagtutulungan.
Ay,
Yes,
talaga.
ma'am. Okay, ito favorite question ko rin,
Yes,
dahil
ako
ako
rin.
mahilig dito, no? Lahat naman siguro tayo, lalo na epekto rin ito ng pandemic. Ano-ano naman po ang inyong mga hakbang pagdating sa turismo na makakatulong po sa economic and development growth ng Clark?
Kaya gusto ko rin na tanong yan because ang Clark actually now tapped the destination, the tourist destination in Central and Northern Luzon. We have tapped it. Well, it's again, the whole of government approach. We have many of these trainings being done there. We have our airport, and that's under the OTR. So we already have 183 flights per week. Yeah, we do promotion of tourism. So we have our very nice airport, and this is managed by the private sector.
Yes.
It's under concession. So makita mo yan, pag nagtulungan yung gobyerno, nagtulungan ng pribadong sektor, we have no way but success. So, and hindi naman lahat kailangan magbayad o kailangan marami kang pera para pumunta sa Clark because we have improved our parks. And when you go, of course, it's free.
Can we ask you, which do you recommend, let's say, for a family, for example, minsan ayaw na nating mag-drive ng sobrang layo. Yung hindi na namin kailangang mag-aeroplano. So,
Okay.
dyan lang kami pupunta sa Clark, for example, for a weekend.
Yes.
Less than 2-hour drive from Manila.
Yes, tsaka very pleasant
Especially
drive.
from here,
Yes.
From Quezon City, it will just take you an hour,
An hour.
Yes.
going there. So, well, marami kami. We have the Clark Safari. We have the water parks.
The
also,
water park,
the
I
theme
heard
parks,
about that. World
We have-
class.
Yes. And makikita mo talaga, ang napakaganda talaga noon. Ang ganda-ganda noon.
Actually, pag nandun tayo, parang ibang, hindi naman sa
Ibang
Pilipinas, ang feeling mo nasa ibang bansa.
Yes, tama
Hindi po
yun.
ba?
Alam mo, because we have all the trees. Ay,
Yeah.
yun na lang libre ha, parade grounds.
Yes.
Oh, the children's park.
Look at this, may mga bikers po.
Yeah,
Pwede
Nako,
bike-friendly zone. Okay.
we have 8 kilometers of bike lane.
Gawin natin
That's
yan.
around And we have a lot of motorcyclists and, of course, the bikers who come. And that's every weekend. We have a very big event, which we call, well, we will have a lot of motorcycles then, no?
Yes.
That's all over the country. And we'll have it in November 19.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So it's going to be this month. And by the way, we have an app, iClark, that will lead you to Clark, and that will even guide you in your biking within Clark.
Nice.
Kaya ko kaya yun, Yusek Edu? Kasi nung pandemic, bumili ako may mga bike ako ngayon na nakapark.
Ay,
Ayun,
kailangan
dali mo doon sa
dalhin
Clark.
mo na. Dalhin mo na.
Yes.
Dalhin mo na.
Yes, what about food? Kasi Clark, Pampanga is known for, di ba?
Yes,
Masarap ang
cuisine.
pagkain. Kung
Yes.
dyan yung sisig,
Yes,
di ba?
Well, the sisig
Among
is
others.
among others, no? Aside from the local food,
Yes.
and the Kapampangans are known for that, we have our hotels. We have the 5-star hotels. We have the internationally branded hotels. Of course, we have Hilton. We have the Han. Yung tatlong hotels na dyan. Nandiyan ang Swiss Hotel. Tatlo yan eh. And then, the Filipino-owned hotel, which is a 5-star hotel, is Royce. Oh,
Okay.
so we have other choices of hotels. In fact, now, we have about 4,000, not about, but we have 4,007 hotel rooms. Kulang na.
Wow.
Because our occupancy rate is from 85 to 98, depending on whether it's a weekend, long weekend. Pag long week-
85,000 to 98,000.
85%.
Okay.
85% to 98% ang occupancy rate of our hotels.
Hotels.
So you can just imagine. So kulang na. In fact, our call
Magpatayo
is...
na tayo ng
Magpatayo
hotel.
na ng butik.
Magpatayo na po kayo.
Butik naman.
Yung
Butik
mga kaya
hotels.
magpatayo. Maganda rin yung boutique. Yung
Boutique
may
hotels,
mas,
yeah.
di ba, yung
Oo,
feeling doon, mas
oo.
intimate.
Yes,
Isa pang
yes,
tip
yes.
siguro, kasamang ninya, no? Meron silang tinatawag doon na parang K-Town o Korean Town.
Oh, yes, that's
Very
true.
popular po ito. Pinupuntahan ng mga K-drama at K-pop fans dyan.
That's true.
It's a strip of Korean restaurants, cafes, and
Wow.
groceries na talagang dinadayo po sa Clark.
Nako, siguradong
Mukhang,
patok yan. ha?
suki si Ed.
Suki ka ba dyan?
Kakagaling ko lang po last week.
Kagagaling mo lang, nakakatuwa. O di ba, doon na tayo sa Clark, kesa naman maki-traffic tayo sa mga
Yes.
ibang lugar at matulungan na rin natin yung area. Dyan din ba yung Dinosaur Park?
Ay, nandyan din.
Talaga na, dami kong
Nandyan
posts
din
na
yung
nakita
mga
ngayon sa
gimmick.
social media.
Yeah.
Oh.
We have that. We have
O,
those
diba?
things.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Your day will be filled.
Talagang puntahan nga po itong Clark. Dito naman tayo, Ma'am Agnes. Isa po sa prioridad ng pamahalaan yung ease of doing business. At kamusta naman po ang CDC sa pagtugon ng Electronic Business One-Stop Shop or yung EBOSS BOSS po natin?
Well, siyempre, ang hinahanap kasi ng foreign investors, even local investors, is one, consistency in policy, and second is the ease in doing business. So instead of our clients going from one place to another, and by the way, Clark Development Corporation is the local government unit in Clark that manages the zone, the Freeport zone. So we house them in one building, and you just go from one window to another. So that's and if you will note, shown on the screen, is an old American building. The ground floor is devoted to the boss or the business one-stop shop. And ang boss natin dyan yung locators. So they go from one window to another. And you'd see that the requirements are just posted there. And we issue business permits for 3 years. So you don't have to go back every year
So
to
mga
renew.
ilang minuto po kaya? Kasi sa Singapore daw.
Oh,
Eh,
yeah.
syempre, iba naman ang Singapore. Pero
Malapit na malay mo.
Kasi total, isang
As
lugar
we-
na lang.
Yeah, as we have, as we have perfected, because it still takes a day. You complete it in half a day,
Yes.
but there are some verification. So what we need, so it can take a day.
It can take a day. That's good.
Yeah.
Nako, sa
Oo.
iba nga parang pumuti na yung buhok.
Bawal kasi.
At
Bawal
saka
pumuti ang buhok.
pabalik-balik. Pabalik-balik. But at least nasa isang building na po.
Follow-up question tayo, Ma'am Agnes. Paano po nyo minomonitor yung mga negosyo dito sa loob ng Clark pagdating naman sa assessment ng kanilang mga performance po?
Well, we have actually account officer for each of every locator. By the way, we have 1,137 locators. So we can consider Clark as a matured investment promotion agency already. And we have assigned, and they have commitments. They have in terms of manpower, may commitment yan, pinipirmahan yan. In terms of investments, pumipirma din yan. And those are the parameters that we are very strict on. And we also noted that because we have Clark and Metro Clark, the Metro Clark is composed of the LGUs around. And we have, one of our tests is the poverty level. Pampanga, which is really where Clark is has a 2.9% poverty level as against the 18% of the national.
Hindi kailangan ng 4-piece doon.
Oo.
Yusek
Parang
Edu.
unti nga lang po.
Oo,
Sa loob ng Clark, wala.
wala.
Pero sa labas, sa mga LGUs, meron, pero
Unti
well
lang.
managed.
Yes.
Because they are moved to employment. Oh, yun.
That's wonderful, no? Na natutulungan rin natin sila to help themselves.
Yes,
At hindi
yes,
na lang puro
yes.
ayuda rin po. Ano, ma'am?
Yes.
So, gaano po kalaki ang kontribusyon ng CDC development ng probinsya ng Pampanga at pati rin po ang epekto dito sa ekonomiya ng Pilipinas?
Well, in terms of employment, we're seeing that the most unemployed are the new graduates because they have not applied. And so the employment rate is not that high in terms of poverty level. As I said, it can be shown that when you do your strategy in an inclusive manner, inclusive growth yung strategy natin, then even the poverty level is addressed, not just in Clark itself, but in terms of the LGUs around. So we're very happy and proud to say that it's a 2.9 poverty level. And then, as Yusek is here, then the next phase is really full development. Because they're no longer at the subsistence level.
Ayan. Maganda po yan, ganyan. Kasi nakakalungkot, minsan may mga lugar talaga sa ating bansa, Yusek Edu. May mga lugar, may mga cities, like for example, where I'm from, let's say in Ilocos Norte or in Loag City, it's one of the cleanest cities.
Yes, I know.
You will never see namamalimos po eh. Hindi kami sanay na may namamalimos. At saka may pride rin sila sa sarili nila. Ayaw nilang mamalimos.
Yan, pero yan indicator yan
Yes.
when you don't see shanties and beggars around.
Okay, ito exciting rin. Sa kasalukuyan, ano-ano po yung mga current projects and investments ng Clark Development Corporation para po sa Clark?
Well, let me start with the legacy projects. We have the National Museum that will be transferred. They're opened, actually, not transferred, but opened. And we will have the planetarium too. So, and the back office of the National Museum, because we need really to stress on heritage. So yung process and the storage, wala kami kasing bagyo eh. There is so much resiliency in the place itself, no? So that's one. So we will have the National Museum, and the National Museum will be housed in the former air base in the hospital of Clark. So yung ang ganda ng architecture nun. And then the other one, this is a game changer for the health program of the president. We will house in a 5.7 hectare property the heart center, the kidney center, the children's hospital, the cancer institute, and we added trauma. With all the possible accidents, then there should be a trauma. So 5 specialty hospitals in one area.
Wow, this is
Wow.
a fulfillment of the President's vision talaga itong Clark natin.
Yes. And aside from that, the funding of this is something unique. We're getting the first building, which cost 1 billion, will come from Bloomberry, which is the foundation arm of Soler Casinos.
Okay.
So, for those playing in the casinos, when they play, they can be sure that a portion of that will go to
charity.
something real good.
Oh, mabuti naman. Ano? Oo. Well, may narinig rin ako kay Congressman Richard Gomez tungkol dun sa sports training. Will be in Clark as well.
Because
Yeah.
of the facilities at the new Clark City. Remember, we had the SEA Games there, and they will make use of that.
Yes.
Ang ganda-ganda ng world class talaga, and we need more trainings to be housed there.
Alright. Ma'am, ano po ba yung vision ng CDC para sa Clark Freeport Zone naman para sa susunod na taon? Medyo midterm po tayo.
Oo nga, totoo. Well, since all roads now lead to Clark, including air, train, rail, and land, we believe that it is right that we have our regional centers there. Regional, not just of the Philippine offices, but also regional for the Southeast Asian companies and offices. And so we think that with the 4 areas of heightened readiness, power, water, connectivity, and transportation within, we will be able to attain this vision to create and recreate Clark as the regional hub in the Philippines and in Southeast Asia.
Wow, okay. Panghuli na lang po, mensahe nyo na lang sa lahat po ng ating mga kababayan na nakatutok sa ating programa ngayon.
To all of those listening and those who will be opening their YouTube later on, please come to Clark and see for yourself what we have there. We have nature at its best. We have the century-old trees. We have the free parks. We have the best hotels. We have the best games. We have the best destination. We have the interactive zoo. And we have everything what it takes to make your day. Thank you very much.
Mapuntahan na natin yan, ha?
Yes.
Sa lalong madaling panahon, no? Asahan niyo po,
Mamaya.
nandyan kami, buong pamilya ko.
Yeah, it's a family affair.
Yes,
Yes.
thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Alright, maraming salamat po sa inyong oras, Attorney Agnes Devanadera, President and CEO ng Clark Development Corporation.